Here's an update on what's happening with the River Inn in Reno. You know, ever since I made a TikTok and then hundreds of you went to Facebook to let the world know how you felt. Long story short, the KTMB, which is the organization that kicked Dana and Lawrence out of the Raise the River event happening mid-August, is feeling a little bit of pressure, maybe even having an aneurysm after all the attention. Because not only are they blocking hundreds of us, myself included, but they are also actively removing any comments whatsoever that are in support of Dana and Lawrence. And the comments got to be such high volume that they actually deleted their post about the Raise the River event on Facebook entirely.
KTMB deleted this post.
Poof, gone. In addition, less than 24 hours after I made my TikTok post, the news got involved.
This is an early story posted.
Unfortunately, the stories so far have been so high level that they really don't do any justice whatsoever to the situation that Dana and Lawrence are experiencing. And furthermore, in my own opinion, I think the reporting so far makes it seem like Dana and Lawrence have just been big problems for the community and that they've been in a lot of trouble. And of course, now that they're getting blocked out of the Raise the River event, it's maybe to be expected. Like, that's kind of where it leads you. It's like, oh, these troublemakers, these River Inn people who have had issues with zoning and issues getting off the ground, right? Like, oh, now look, they're blocked from the Raise the River event. It just doesn't do them any justice. And it doesn't hold the KTMB accountable for their actions. It honestly reminds me a lot of the small town reporting that was happening in my own situation, where early on it was like, oh, you know, the Wicked Witch, they use my real name, of course, she believes she owns the land. No, I didn't believe anything. I knew the community was the one that had a big belief that they owned it, right? You can see how that's unfair, but that was the early reporting that I was subjected to before my story got national attention. Similarly, I think Dana and Lawrence are suffering from small town reporting that tends to favor everyone else but them. And it's no surprise that the KTMB is not being held accountable. They're not even holding themselves accountable. This is an organization that made the decision to kick out a member of their community, right? Dana and Lawrence, River Inn in Reno, made the decision to kick them out to appease big donors. And then when they were held accountable for that action, not only did they block people and remove comments and remove their entire post about the Raise the River event, but when the news reached out to them, their quote on why they did it doesn't make any sense at all.
What does ensure safe execution of our mission and honor healthy donor stewardship even mean?
They didn't even stand by their decision in a way that anyone could remotely understand. And to me, that just lacks backbone, right? We can all think what we want about what they did, but if you don't have the balls to stand next to your decision after the decision gets you in some hot water, what does that say to the world? To me, it just looks shameful. It's like, you know it's shameful, and that's why you don't want to stand by it. That's why you're trying to, like, you know, do the back pedal. That's why you're coming up with quotes like this for the local reporter. Like, what does that even mean? You know, the health and safety of the organization. That's not what you told Dana in an email.
This is that email. Please pause to read.
And on that note, why didn't the reporter use the email that the KTMB originally sent to Dana and Lawrence explaining why they kicked him out in the reporting? Oh, let me guess, because it doesn't make them look good. So you see what I mean about not being totally fair to the story and how they're representing what's happening here. Anyway, I'm rambling, but there's going to be another news segment tonight by that same reporter. So, like, fingers crossed that it's better and more fair to our besties here. Hopefully, KTMB will not only own up to their decision, but perhaps even admit that it was a mistake. Wouldn't that be pretty incredible to see? Oh, we were wrong. Whoops, shouldn't have done that. And furthermore, for an ultimate cherry on top, if we're going to go into wishful thinking territory, it would be amazing if the KTMB not only admitted that they made a mistake, but gave a booth or a table to Dana and Lawrence for free for the heartache that they caused. Just a thought.